Lovely. Okay, so just come and arrive in your space. You may have seen this morning on the group, I said to bring a drink of water this morning. Um, if you haven't got one, it might be a good idea to just nip and get a glass of water because this meditation is working on the water balance in the body. So if you need to, just nip and get yourself a glass of water. I'm just going to take a sip of this before we begin. And hopefully you can't hear the gulping. I've had a good full glass of water this morning with a bit of squeezed lemon and Celtic salt. Just for hydration, that's one of my little morning things that I do. And for this meditation specifically, it's working on where we're holding water in the body. So just take a couple of minutes just to drink your water, or just take a moment to drink your glass of water. And then the first part of this that we're working on, it's going to be working in a position where we hold the body in a certain way to balance the kidneys. And if you're somewhere where you can't access water, don't worry. You still can't, you can still do this set. But if you are to do it again in the future and come back to it, I'll pop it in the notes so you can remind yourself to get a glass of water before we begin. So for now, just starting to arrive into your space and just noticing straight away the posture, maybe just rolling the shoulders back and down, open up through the chest, allowing more prana, breath, life force energy into the body first thing in the morning. Or if you're practicing this of an evening after a long day, and maybe just sitting a little bit taller through the spine, noticing the breath. And then we're gently bringing the hands to meet in the centre of the chest, just in front of the heart space, starting to rub the hands together, building heat and energy between the hands, and then pushing them together, sealing in that energy, lifting the hands in front of the chest, Anjali Mudra. Knuckles of the thumbs sit on center of the chest, just slightly lifted up, projecting the fingers forward. Okay. And then from here, we're going to tune in Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo 3 times, followed by our protection and projection mantra, clearing our energy, the space around us. So let's take a deep inhale to begin. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adkare Name, Jugat Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Sri Gurudev Name. At Kare Name, Jugat Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Sri Gurudev Name. At Kare Name, Jugat Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Deep inhale. Hold the breath in, push the palms together, push the tongue on the roof of the mouth, roll the eyes up tall through the spine, hold, lift, lengthen. And full exhale. Just allow the hands to float down to the knees, palms face up. Just take a moment of present stillness. Noticing any subtle shifts in your energy. Tuning into the frequency. Connecting head, heart, and gut brain. And then gently bringing some movement to the fingers, blinking the eyes. And then flipping the hands over or onto the lap, just starting to roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale up, exhale back and down. As you inhale, really squeeze up, exhale, roll them back and down. Start to gently get some movement into the spinal column, working with the serum within our central energy channel spinal column, just starting to awaken the body, the energy centers. And then just one or two more rolls of the shoulders before we come back, reset the spine. And then we're coming in the opposite direction. So rolling forwards, inhale as the shoulders come up to the ears, exhale as you roll them forwards and down. Okay, just coming back to center, deep inhale, fill the belly. Hold, squeeze, lift, and full exhale. And so today we are using a lovely practice. It is a meditation, but it's also a Kriya. So Kriya means set, a set of actions in a specific order, or in our case, a set of different pranayamas, breathing meditations. And each of these can actually be used individually as well. So in Kundalini yoga, often we do 40-day meditations, which is something I would love to bring to this community. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So we are working on the emotional body, so emotional balance in the body. And this is really interesting because it works on the water element in our body. You know, we are 70% water, so balancing the water in the body, how the organs function, can be really beneficial. When the kidneys have a lot of pressure on them, it can actually affect our mental state and it can make us quite emotional and reactive. So that's the first thing that we're working on. And then we are moving through a three-part meditation, which is for the three minds. So our negative mind, our positive mind, and our neutral mind. And the negative mind isn't a negative thing, it's there to protect us. But when it's out of balance, it can project itself as fear, anxiety. And equally, the positive mind isn't always a positive thing because although it sees the best in everything, sometimes it can be a little bit too quick off the mark. It can be a little bit too enthusiastic when sometimes we just need to think about it before we jump in. So when we balance the negative and positive mind, we find ourselves in the neutral mind. And this is the part of the mind that can see both sides and make a decision clearly. And it's almost like this just knowing. So you're not having to go through life kind of and ahhing. You just know what's right and true for you. So it's really beautiful meditation set to work on today. I'm so glad to have you here doing it with me. So let's begin. I thought that first of all we could do a short little breath of fire because what this does is it starts to wake up the frontal lobe of the brain and then it helps us go into the meditation a lot easier. It just really helps consolidate everything. So Join me with a couple of minutes of breath of fire first. So this is a lovely one to do with morning. If you are doing this practice of an evening, skip the next couple of minutes, go straight into your meditation. So, hands out in front, we close the fingers down just so that they're touching the tops of the pads of the hands, not like a fist. Thumbs out and active, and these are our little antennas that we are plugging into the sky, so let the thumbs touch. Bring them up above the head, open the arms, open the chest. Lovely. Plug the thumbs in to the electromagnetic field universe, receiving that lovely energy. Arms are like a funnel, inviting in this fresh new prana to the body. And then from here, just sitting nice and tall through the spine, nice open chest, we're going to start to breathe in and out quite rapidly through the nose. If you are a little bit full of colds, don't want to use the mouth. Otherwise, we are here. Let's close the eyes down and begin our breath of fire. This is like a pump for our lymphatic system, really gets everything going of the morning, bringing in all that lovely oxygen. So let's enhance it. Roll the eyes up to your third eye center. This will really start to spark up both sides of the brain. Let's go. Notice if the mind is already getting in the way and saying that it's fed up, doesn't want to do it, just keep breathing, roll the eyes up, give yourself a point of focus, focus on the breath. Almost there, not long now. Lovely, let's interlace the thumbs, stretch the fingers deep, inhale, fill the belly. Lift, lengthen, stretch up, hold the arms where they are, exhale at the mouth. Inhale, stretch the fingers. Lift, lengthen, send that energy up, 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 up. Exhale. Last one, deep inhale. Lift, lengthen, stretch, squeeze, engage, zip up through the body, tucking up pelvic floor, really sending that energy up, up, up the spine, up the fingertips. And then exhale out the mouth, release the hands. Just starting to use the hands like sieves, just tracing through your electromagnetic field, through your aura, through your space, clearing out any energetic debris from the day, from sleep. Just really coming into your space, palms faced up, just take a moment. Noticing the effects of the practice, feeling this little spark in the brain. And you can stay like this for a moment while I talk you through the first part of our meditation. So, the first part is for the emotional body. So we're going to take the hands across the chest and we're going to tuck the hands under the armpits so that the palms are facing towards the upper ribs. And then from here, nice tall spine, we're going to lift the shoulders up. Okay. And then not putting too much pressure on the neck. We're not trying to keep the neck down to the shoulders. We are just lifting the shoulders up. Nice tall spine. Holding this posture under the arms. And then just slightly tuck the chin back so that you've got this lovely long length through the spine all the way up to the neck. And we are holding this position, closing the eyes down, and we're aiming to breathe 4 times per minute. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So that works out around roughly 15 seconds per inhale, exhale. So I like to breathe in for about 6 or 7. And then a nice long exhale. Don't worry too much about the counting. We're just breathing to our capacity today. Just notice if the shoulders have crept down already. Hold the shoulders up. Focus on the breath. And this works with the kidneys and releasing any emotional attachments that we are holding in the body, in the fascia. Just notice how this comforts the body. This feeling of safety, very soothing for the overactive mind. And just one more deep inhale, exhale here. Before one more inhale, hold it in. Hold, lift, lengthen, squeeze the shoulders up. And exhale, release, release the hands, release the shoulders back and down. Just allow the hands to float all the way down to the knees. Let's take a moment of awareness. Noticing how the practice affects your mind, your body. And then gently bring in some movement to the fingers, a blink of the eyes. And then we've got our 3 part meditation for the 3 minds. So the first one that we're working on is our negative mind. So if you remember, this is the one that can hold us in fear, anxiety, and can really dampen our self-belief and self-confidence. So it's so important to work on the negative mind so that it works for us. It can spot danger. It can really connect to that gut instinct, but it's not running the show. So this is working on parts of the subconscious mind as well. So bring your left hand in front, right hand on top. So we're making like a little cup with the hands. Nice tall spine. And then we are inhaling through the nose. And exhale, blow it out the mouth towards the hands. And you can keep your eyes just very slightly open so you are staring into the palms of the hands. And with every exhale, thinking about any worries that you are letting go of, any parts of the mind that just do not serve you, and maybe being a little bit overprotective and getting in your way. Maybe noticing that the exhales become a little bit longer, just blowing any anxieties out of the body. And then to end this meditation, we're going to inhale through the nose and cannon out the mouth 3 times. All together. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Now release the hands, just come to some. Using the breath to clear out the system, clear out the mind. Keep coming back to noticing how you feel that internal awareness. And then moving straight away into the second part of our meditation. So this one is one for the positive mind. So we take a mudra, so we have like scissor fingers, and we close the index finger, the ring finger, and the little finger down with the thumb. So just the index and middle finger are up. Bring the elbows into the sides, fingers point up to the sky, and then just lower slightly. So like this. Okay. And we are holding this mudra with the hands. This is a mudra that really taps into the part of our brain and releases endorphins. So it's like a happiness mudra, but we are sending out this lovely energy of the heart space, these happy endorphins, and also tapping into prosperity in whichever way that may come in for you. So holding the elbows in, fingers are slightly projected forwards, and we are internally vibrating a mantra: sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. And as we do this, we're going to roll the eyes up to the third eye point. And when you mentally vibrate this mantra, it's almost as though visualize that you are pulsing it out from your third eye center, center of intuition. So really starting to connect to something bigger than yourself. Let's hold the mudra. Breathing is however comes naturally for you, but we are rolling the eyes up, mentally vibrating sa, ta, na, ma. You may feel these little feelings of happiness starting to come into the mind as you hold this powerful mudra. Maybe feel a smile creeping up on your face. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Oh, deep inhale. Hold the breath in, lift, lengthen, squeeze, lock in through Mula Bandha. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the muscles below the navel. Hold the mudra and release. And then with the hands, we're just going to open the fingers and close them in a couple of times, just nice and fast. Stimulating these different parts on the fingertips, relating to different parts of the mind, different planets, different elements. The hands are so powerful. Tapping into this ancient technology really allows us to start to command our own mind, command our own reality. And just let the hands fall down to the knees, palms faced up. Just take a moment before we come into the final part of our meditation, which is for our neutral mind. So this is where we want to live. We want to live in this neutrality, this functional part of the mind. That just helps us be happier versions of ourselves. Just, we know what direction we're taking. We don't have this self-doubt or impulsivity. We can just stay nice and neutral, see things as they are. It's like um, it's like your truth, like you just know. It's a nice place to be. So just allowing the breathing to return to its natural rate, and then pretty similar to our first one where we had our hands in a little cup, but this time we're just keeping them low, so we're just very gently balancing left hand first, right hand on top, and then let the thumbs touch. And this is an absolutely lovely part of the meditation. I'd like you to just make sure that your spine is nice and tall, like you are a beautiful statue of a Buddha or a yogi, just feeling that lovely stability. And just start to breathe at a natural rate. Close the eyes down. Just starts to feel quite effortless. And then again, we are mentally vibrating a mantra. So this time we are vibrating the mantra Wa, Hey, Gu, Ru. Wa, Hey, Gu, Ru. Wa, Hey, Gu, Ru. And it's almost like it's chopping the sounds, like this repetitive rhythmic mantra that we are vibrating in our minds. And this is a really lovely mantra that connects us to ourselves, our inner truth. So just close the eyes down, roll the eyes up. Wa, Hey, Gu, Ru. Wa, Hey, Gu, Ru. Which relates to celebration of the light within us, our ability to see light in dark. Draw your awareness inwards. You may even be able to sense a balancing throughout the body, throughout the mind. Wa, Hey, Gu, Ru. Wa, Hey, Gu, Ru. Wa, Hey, Gu, Ru. And next time you take an inhale, we are holding it in. Hold, left lengthen, tall through the spine. Hold this posture. And exhale. Release the hands. Just come to stillness once more, noticing the effects of the breaths. Giving yourself gratitude for coming to your space this morning. Focusing on our spiritual hygiene, just clearing out our energy for the day so we can be the best version of ourselves. Not only are you filling your own cup, you are doing this not just for you, for everyone you come into contact with. And your beautiful energy will ripple and spread. So thank you for being here. And then let's close our session by bringing our hands to meet center of chest, rubbing the hands together in front of our open, gorgeous heartbeats. Pushing the palms together, allowing the fingers to slightly project out, and we close our session by chanting along Sat Nam. Truth is my essence. Let's inhale. Sat Nam. Bringing the hands to the forehead, bowing to yourself, to each other, to your inner light, and spreading your energy as far and wide as you can today and every day. Allowing the hands to fall to the chest. Sat now. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you have an absolutely lovely rest of your day. And answers to any questions that you may have been pondering on. And have the most lovely day that you can. Take care.